commencement at Oregon High School. Thank you for being here this evening. Please remain standing for the presentation of the colors by the Oregon Brooklyn VFW Post 10272, led by Sergeant of Arms and member of the very first graduating class of this building, Oscar Larson, class of 1967.
Pause, hold, right, plate. Present, arm.
Please join me in recognizing the members of the OHS Band under the direction of Mrs. Allison Yeager. Joining the color guard are OHS students Benjamin Baker, Andre Bond, Madeline Mim, William Schmidt, Ethan Wilcox, and Trey Zerwick. Ben plans to complete a year at Madison College before joining the U.S. Marine Corps in the spring of 2027. Andre will be attending the U.S. Military Academy at West Point. Maddie will be joining the Army National Guard. Will be joining the Army Reserves. Ethan will be joining the U.S. Marine Corps. Bella will be also joining the U.S. Marine Corps. And Trey has enlisted in the Marine Corps Active Duty Infantry. Welcome, everyone. I'm Maggie Zwicky, and I'm the very proud principal here at Oregon High School. Before we get started, I will just share a few logistics with you about our ceremony. As you can tell, we are a very packed house, which is just how we like it. When the ceremony concludes, There are multiple exits at each corner of the gym, upstairs and downstairs, so please utilize all of them so everyone can get out safely. I am confident that this is going to be a positive and celebratory afternoon. I want to thank all the district staff and first responders who are here with us to ensure a safe event. If at any time you or anyone around you needs any assistance, please look for those first responders or folks in the safety vests. They're here to help. With that, let's get this going. Class of 2026, on behalf of the Oregon High School community and the entire Oregon School District, let me be the first to congratulate you on this very important day. To the parents, grandparents, guardians, aunts, uncles, cousins, coaches, teachers, friends who are here, thank you for your presence today, for this amazing group of humans for today and from the time that they entered our school district as tiny 4K students. Graduation day is incredibly special. There are few moments in life when so many people who have supported and believed in somebody gather in one place to honor a milestone like this. Today is a celebration of the Oregon High School class of 2026, but it's also a celebration of everyone who has helped guide these young adults along the way. Graduates, your class came in spirited ninth graders with lots of energy, lots of ideas, and now as I look out at you, I see accomplished dancers, scientists, athletes, leaders, talented craftspeople, scholars, future teachers, servicemen and women, and so many dreams that haven't even been imagined yet. The credits you earned, the clubs you've joined, the projects, the presentations, they were never the end goal. They were opportunities to learn and grow and discover your strengths to become the people sitting in front of me. And you've done that with character and persistence in a way that makes me proud. As I reflect on my first year as your principal, I found myself following the journey of Kelsey Fendler. She's a river guide from Grand Canyon who is attempting to become the very first American woman to row solo and unassisted from California to Hawaii. At first glance, her journey appears to be a story about independence. One person alone in a boat, crossing thousands of miles of open ocean. She spent years preparing for this challenge, learning how to repair her boat, refuel her body, navigate changing conditions, and stay mentally strong while spending months at sea. But the more I follow her story, the more I realize she isn't actually alone. She has a crew of people who've helped her train and prepare and believe that she can accomplish something extraordinary. Before one of her expeditions, she and her team wrote a code of conduct, a promise to themselves and one another that they would always give what they had with intention and with care. The final line of that code has stayed with her, and I think about it today as well. Humble, safe passage. For Kelsey, it represents respect for the water, respect for each other, and respect for the gravity for what she is doing. Graduates, I think there's a lesson in this for all of us. You also have never been alone. Your families encouraged you through successes and setbacks. Your friends became teammates, supporters, and sources of laughter when you needed it the most. Your teachers challenged you, guided you, and helped you discover what you're capable of. Coaches, administrators, counselors, and our community here have helped prepare you for what comes next. Nobody reaches a moment like this entirely on their own. In a community like Oregon, people show up for one another. Today is proof of that. As you leave Oregon High School on paths that will be uniquely your own, whatever direction you choose, I encourage you to keep looking for your people. Some will be the same who are sitting in this gym with you today. Others will be people you have not yet met. Mentors, friends, colleagues, teammates, people who will challenge you and support you to become your very best self. I hope that you will remember 2 lessons from Kelsey's journey. First, stay present and enjoy the ride. And second, remember that even when you're charting your own course, you do not have to do it alone. Class of 2026, as you move into your next chapter, I hope you carry your own version of humble, safe passage, respect for the opportunities before you, gratitude for the people beside you, and humility to keep learning whatever the journey takes you. Your families are proud of you. Your teachers and staff are proud of you. This entire community is proud of you. And I am incredibly proud of you. And because we're a family, remember, once a Panther, always a Panther. Congratulations, class of 2026. Before we hear from our truly incredible student speakers, who I cannot wait for you to hear from, I would like to recognize the other important members of this school community who are here to also honor and assist with this ceremony. I'm pleased to welcome our school board members, if you would stand. Troy Pankratz, Nathan Hensel, Leslie Wright, and Caleb Bush. Our district superintendent, Dr. Leslie Bergstrom, will be responsible for certifying our graduates. Dr. Bergstrom has led this district with a focus on what matters the most, and her dedication to educating the whole child has always been done with love for this community, for families, for staff, and for all students. Please help me recognizing Dr. Leslie Bergstrom. To the educators and administrators here today, thank you for everything you have done to ensure that our OHS graduates arrive on this day feeling cared for, prepared, and ready to be a positive member of our community here and Oregon and beyond. Finally, to our 2 honor marshals who were chosen by this class, Mr. Dave Ebert and Mr. Jake Zier, thank you for playing an important role in today's ceremony by ensuring all students are recognized by name as they walk across the stage. And at this time, I am very excited to welcome our first student speaker, Maya Jadov.
Good afternoon, friends, family, mentors, and of course, class of 2026. Today is a big day. Some people will tell you that today is an ending, the final day of our legally required education, a goodbye to the school district we love so much, the closing chapter of our childhoods. Others will tell you that today is a beginning, the start of our careers, independence, and other, maybe slightly less glamorous adult responsibilities. None of them are wrong, but here's why today is just a middle. We tend to think about growth as loud, obvious even. You might envision a B+ changing to an A-, making varsity after years of being a JV warrior, maybe a before and after transition on TikTok. But real growth, most of the time, it's subtle. It doesn't announce itself, just quietly sneaks into our day-to-day life. It's present in the decisions we make, the conversations we have, the way we carry ourselves. And the truth is, we can't graduate from growing. We're still in the middle. We're mid-journey, mid-becoming, and mid-discovery. Not quite middle-aged though, even though I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels really old today. One of the strangest things about being in the middle of a journey is that you don't always realize you've changed until you look back. There wasn't any single moment when any one of us suddenly became ready to graduate. It happened in small ways, figuring out how to recover from a bad experience instead of letting it define you, learning which relationships to hold on to and which ones to let go of, starting to understand what actually matters to you and what you're willing to work for. We all have these moments, and they serve as unshakable proof that we're making progress. What feels like eons ago, November of freshman year, I transferred to the Oregon School District, and I was treated to a tour of the high school by our very own Miss Sawicki. I don't doubt that she remembers me as a shy child, simply doing her best to fit in, which could not be more different from the person who's on stage speaking to you right now. This kind of growth, slow, steady, and noticed only by the people surrounding us, is what shapes us into the graduates that we are today. And it will continue shaping us in the future, so much more than a single day or certificate can measure. With that being said, I'm indebted, not only to Ms. Sawicki for her initial guidance 3.5 years ago, but to every single person who has supported and shaped me. Actually, we're all indebted. To our parents who make sacrifices to help us mature and dream. Shout out to my mom, I think she's over there somewhere. To our teachers and our coaches who see our potential and mold talent into success. To our friends who stick with us through all the ups and downs. To our classmates who we admire from afar and make role models out of. To our siblings, our grandparents, our counselors, and every other supporting character, we owe a debt of gratitude. As Ms. Sawicki said, today is a celebration of us, but I wanted to take a moment to recognize all these amazing people in this room who have made our accomplishments possible, and will continue to do so going forward. So as we all walk across this stage today, armed with that gratitude, remember that this moment is not the finish line. It's just another point in the middle of a much longer story. The growth and the support that brought us here today doesn't stop or start over tomorrow. It keeps going in the lives we build, the people we become, and the ways we continue to show up for each other and for the world. Class of 2026, congratulations, and let's keep going. Thank you. And now I have the pleasure to introduce our very next speaker. Give it up for Matthew Schultz.
Good afternoon to our teachers, our families, and everyone who stuck with us through the thick and the thin, even when we, yes we, made it very difficult. Thank you to our last speaker, Maya, as she did a wonderful job. And to my peers in the class of 2026, mama, we made it. And I don't just mean showing up today in a cap and a gown. What I mean is that we earned these caps and gowns with the sweat, tears, and hopefully not blood we gave to earn them. 4 years ago, we walked into Oregon High School acting like we knew exactly what we were doing. We didn't. We were just freshmen, walking a little too fast, talking a little too loud, and trying way too hard to act confident. Just hoping nobody noticed we were completely guessing our life decisions. And honestly, a lot of life still feels that way. The difference now is that we've learned how to move forward anyway. mostly due to the fact that we grew up in a world that never really slowed down. When we were kids, the biggest debate was which Disney show was better. By middle school, we were explaining TikTok to our parents while the world was in lockdown and everything felt uncertain. By high school, we were juggling gas prices, jobs, college applications, and AI. Things changed fast. Technology evolved, expectations rose. The pressure to have a plan showed up way before we felt ready. But here's what it did for us. It made us adaptable. It made us tougher. It made us think. Barack Obama once said, "The future rewards those who press on." Not the ones who wait until they feel completely prepared, not the ones with a perfect 10-year plan, but the ones who keep showing up. That's this class. We've pressed on through remote learning and distractions, through late nights and early mornings, through stress, uncertainty, and the quiet moments where we wondered if we were falling behind. We didn't just wait until things felt easy, we adjusted. And that matters, because the world we're walking into isn't so simple. It's fast, it's competitive, it's changing every single day. And that's exactly why we're ready for it. We are the bridge. We understand where we came from, but we're not afraid of where things are going. We know how to use technology, but we also know real connection matters. We've had real conversations about mental health, identity, opportunity, and responsibility. We didn't run from change, we adapted to it. But now as we leave Oregon High School, the question isn't whether we're ready. The question is, what are we going to build? Because this community invested in us. Teachers stayed late. Families made sacrifices. Coaches pushed us to be better than we ever thought we could be. So now it's our turn. Whether you stay here in Oregon or go somewhere completely new, represent this place well. Work hard. Do good work. Show up for your community. Because success isn't just about what you accomplish. It's about the impacts you leave behind. So to my fellow peers, we don't have everything figured out, but we know how to learn, we know how to adjust, we know how to persevere, and we've already done incredibly hard things. So now it's time to press on. Class of 2026, congratulations. At this time, I would like to invite the members of the OHS Senior Choir, under the direction of Miss Jennifer Yancey, to come forward. Please also welcome students from our American Sign Language cohort, led by Miss Jennifer Schmidt.
Thank you, senior choir, ASL students, Mrs. Yancey and Mrs. Schmidt. Let's give it up for them one more time. At this time, I would like to introduce our final student speaker, Mr. Tim Grice.
Good afternoon, parents, friends, faculty, and most importantly, the class of 2026. Thank you, Matthew, for your very thoughtful words. It's a profound honor to stand here before you all today. Today is a celebration of what we've accomplished during our time within these walls, but more than that, it's a moment to reflect on where we're going and on where we came from. Today is often described as the finish line, and seeing as we've spent years showing up to class, cramming on late nights, and passing exams, the designation makes sense. Whether on the field or in the classroom, the grit and determination that we've shown has consistently been chased by success. While it's important to acknowledge our personal achievements, especially on a day like this, if we fail to recognize the larger impact of our degree, we miss the true value of the education that we've received. The true value of our degree isn't measured by the status that it gives us as individuals, but by the opportunity it gives us to improve the lives of others within our community. We are entering a world that often prioritizes what we can take, but if our time here has taught us anything beyond the books, it's that the most enduring legacy isn't the number in your bank account or the cars in your garage, but rather that legacy is found in what we give back. As we've grown older, many of us have started to let go of a childhood myth, the idea that adults have it all figured out. We spent years looking up at the people in charge, assuming they possessed a secret map to life we hadn't been given yet. But the closer we get to the front of the room, the more we realize a hidden truth. Hardly anyone knows what they're doing. Most of us are just doing the best we can with the tools we have in the moment. And this realization may feel daunting, but in reality, it's a unifying tenet of life, and it exposes a fundamental truth. Nobody gets anywhere on their own. We aren't expected to have all of the answers, but with cooperation and community, we can find them together. Community isn't just a safety net for when we fail. It's the very engine that allows us to succeed in the first place. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. famously captured this sentiment when he said, "Life's most persistent and urgent question is, what are you doing for others?" By answering this question, we find our footing, realizing that while we might not know exactly where we're all going, we can always be certain of how to help the person standing right next to us. As we transition from the lessons of the classroom to the challenges of the future, we must realize that our education is not a trophy to be shelved, but a toolkit to be shared. This toolkit isn't just for building our own futures, but also for repairing the gaps in our neighborhoods and strengthening the foundations of the communities we call home. We often think of leadership as being at the front of the line and leading the charge in the battle. But the best kind of leadership is service. It's staying behind to ensure that the person behind you doesn't slip so that we can all be more successful as one. So, class of 2026, as you leave here today and address the challenges of the future, don't just ask yourself, what am I going to do? Ask yourself, who am I going to help? Make excellence your brand, but ensure that generosity is your habit. Don't wait until you feel successful enough to be of service to others. Be of service while you're still climbing, and support the people in your community in order to achieve the most success together. And when you're at the top, never forget where you came from, and remember all the people who helped you along the way. Congratulations, class of 2026, and thank you for your time. It is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of the Oregon School District, Dr. Leslie Bergstrom, who will certify graduates and preside over the presentation of diplomas.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our families and all of our educators here today, our board members, and most importantly, to our Oregon High School seniors. I have attended close to, not quite, but close to 3 dozen graduation ceremonies over my career as an educator. And every time is unique and special, and it never fails to move me when I watch our graduates walking into the space, and when I watch families' reactions to them walking into the space. It's a really beautiful thing. And whether the students are smiling and waving at their families or walking with a sense of formality and sometimes a little bit of uncertainty, in each of them I see something really poignant. I see the love and the dreams and the devotion that have been poured into each and every one of them. I also see how that love and those dreams have nurtured the people that we see in front of us today and made them people that make the rest of us feel hopeful about the world and our future. Parents, you did such a beautiful job. This group is not just academically talented, but they're really good human beings. The OSD staff, it is always evident that you put so much of your heart into ensuring you're doing right by them, and it shows in their educated and creative minds and their kind and inclusive hearts. And you certainly saw that in the speakers today. The care that the educators showed made a huge positive impact on their journey into adulthood, and I want to thank every one of them, 4K all the way through senior year. You obviously did a pretty good job. A few moments ago, we heard from 3 really talented speakers. We listened to Matthew speak about your generation serving as a bridge between what was and what will be. We heard Tim highlight the fact that nobody has it all figured out, and I'll underscore that. That is the truth. And he also said that education is not a trophy, but a toolkit. Love that quote. Maya spoke about how personal growth can be incremental, and at certain points even unnoticeable, except to those closest to you. But bit by bit, we learn and we evolve. Maya, Matthew, Tim are, just like all of you out here, the embodiment of the Oregon School District portrait of a graduate. Continuously, you have displayed academic competency as well as skills and aptitude related to character, culture, critical and creative thinking, and you have an incredible sense of community, evident over and over. So Oregon High School class of 2026, my hope for each one of you is that you remain steadfast in your commitment to learning as a lifelong process. No matter where your road takes you, continue to learn and grow. Remain open to other people, other people's perspectives. Lean into your curiosity, into your creativity. Hold on to that flexibility in your thinking, and listen to others with the intent to truly understand. You put out so much goodness in the world. Please continue to do that. As I've shared with graduates in the past, goodness does not need to be large, grand gestures, although that's a wonderful thing. Goodness is most often cultivated through small acts of kindness and civility. As the quote in our hallway says, "Be the good you wish to see in the world." Congratulations, Oregon High School class of 2026. I wish you all the best. As we prepare for the distribution of diplomas, I will call upon members of the Oregon School Board of Education and Ms. Sawicki to come forward to distribute diplomas on behalf of the Oregon School District. Furthermore, I hereby certify you that these members of the class of 2026 of Oregon High School have fulfilled the requirements of the Oregon Board of Education and the Wisconsin Department of Education.
Libya Adams. Andrew Adcock Sanfilippo. Sedona Afaworki. Isactria Albaladeo Crespo. Luixaria Albadeo Crespo. Taylor Elling. Cameron Alcheffel. Olive Anderson. Alexis Anderson. Barrett Anderson. Maurice Anderson. Brooke Andre. JC Andrew. Brock Antonevich. Benjamin Baker. Keegan Barnett. Logan Baverstock. Hunter Bavery. Willa Beck. Nash Bean. Caleb Benning. Tanner Berman. Grace Burning. June Berquist. Lila Blasco. Elise Block. Ruben Borman. Andre Bond. Benjamin Borkart. Caden Breon. Lee Bruchot. Shelby Brown. Jaden Buckingham. Jaden Bundy. Wilhelmina Bushman. Ava Buttsick. August Caggiano. Caroline Canny. Adriana Carballo Sanchez. Andy Carcano Tinajero. Leonardo Carlos. Ella Carlson. Grant Carr. Aaliyah Kaya. Connor Chancellor. Callie Chatton. Carson Shermy. Darren Clay. Jackson Clun. Damila Connor. Ella Cox. Danica Crary. Lila Crowley. Yesenia Cruz. Sidi Dahaba. Everett Dahmen. Peyton Dans. Lila Davis. Lily Davison. Emma Defoe. Ari Dellinger. Cole Davenport. Jada Diaz. Angel Diaz Hernandez. Zinayi Diaz Ortega. Keaton DiMartino. Terry Dish. Ethan Dish. Ava Donaldson. Connor Donahue. Kingston Downing. Sophia Dyer. Ashlyn Ellert. Jordan Elsner. Nolan Erfurth. Alondra Espinosa Brito. Braden Evans. Henry Faber. Evan Fay. Kennedy Ferris. Tayden Fegested. Alexis Fields. Chase Fisher. Isabella Flisrum. Owen Foffel. Delilah Fortner. Zoe Franson. Quinn Frieders. Cody Friend. Claire Gabriel. Amalie Garcia. Tristan Gavin. Olivia Gempler. Landon Gladden. Leo Golden. Gianna Golesh. Azul Gonzalez Aguilar. Jasmine Gottschlick. Zion Gretz. Leisha Graves. Annika Jameson. Timothy Grice. Vincent Halverson. Ivan Hamley. Makira Hamilton. Mars Hammersley. Logan Hammond. Samuel Hankey. Alec Head. Rio Heidenreich. Henry Henriksen. Jacob Hensel. Elijah Herrick. Braden Hermsdorf. Cole Hesse. Christopher Hessler. Jack Higgins. Parker Hafen. McLean Holker. Mason Hoffer. Brady Hook. Devin Howard. Olivia Howard. Lincoln Hoy. Preston Huber Maurer. Ray Hutchinson. Mallory Ingham. Gaia Invernizzi. Zimria Ipcheski. Sanaya Jackson. Nicholas Jacob. Bo Jacobs. Maya Jadov. Andrew Yockman. Matthew Johnson. Weston Johnson. Zoe Johnson. Iona Juvenal. Seth Cather. Felix Kaiser. Landon Kameen. Lily Reeder. Ashlyn Cavan. Kyler Keogh. Jaden Killily. Desmond Kingsley. Weston Kipp. Gabe Klain. Gadise Coburnis. Karthikeya Kanduri. Duncan Kosharek. Madeline Koss. Caden Cruiser. Krish Kumar. Logan Liddell. Jameson Liddell Sharp. Cameron Lang. Molly Lance. Evelyn Lavoy. Cadence Lee. Oliver Lenhair. Austin Lopez. Andrew Lyon. Gavin McGee. Jermonte Lee.
Brady Mamero. Brett Mancusi. Melanie Mariscal Garcia. Apollo Marks. Joshua Martinson. Marty Matthews. Samantha Mall. Liam McAllister. Reese McCabe. Poppy McCauley. Gwendolyn McCullum. Isla McConnell. Dana McCoy. Sana McCoy. Bryson McGann. Trevor Maring. Alan Mendoza Tinajero. Connor Metters. Riley Myers. Josiah Michaels. Madeline Mim. Cato Mickelson. Max Minter. Cassidy Moore. Noah Mora. Charlene Mora. Miranda Mortensen. Skylar Miller. Ashish Mulabagili. Connor Murphy. Alexander Nelson. Rowan Nelson. Mia Newberg. Nyaja Najeko. Bryn Niemeyer. Jameson Nowak. Colin Norland. Anthony Norton. Madeline Knott. Zachary Intim. Paige O'Kane. Anjali O'Rourke. Adrian Ocampo Bahena. Landon Odegaard. Kayla Olson. Olivia Olson. Riley Olson. Chloe Omenson. Madeline Opliger. Jeffrey Ordonez Gonzalez. Fatima Ortega. Yair Ortega Ruiz. Madeline Outhouse. Robert Outhouse Sealing. Ethan Pagels. Ana Palacios Asman. Douglas Parsons Jr. Mackenzie Penley. Dominic Perez. Dawson Peterson. Daniela Rodas. Tobias Peterson. Kelvin Pettit. Sophie Pieper. Nathan Polacek. McKenna Port. Manasi Prashanth. Avery Prescott. Ash Prost. Kaylee Radke. Karen Ramirez. Sage Raishi Stevens. Mika Rayala. Isla Reckledge. Aslan Red. Alice Rahim. Julia Reitmeyer. William Ress. Madison Ricker. Parker Riedel. Ethan Reamer. Connor Riley. Jameson Rindy. Natalie Reineck. Brock Roberts. Sadie Rogers. Riley Roth. Henry Rothering. Parker Rotier. Violetta Royal Camacho. Atticus Ruland. Nolan Rule. Noah Russell. Alexa Selgado. Eddie Selgado. Augustus Sampson. Sienna Sarno. Aiden Scott Alma. Jacqueline Shalitsky. Nick Shalitsky. Eiley Schlesinger. Caleb Schmidt. Noah Schmidt. William Schmidt. Tegan Schenecker. John Shepbach. Benjamin Schutz. Jacob Schultz. Matthew Schultz. Landon Schultz. Anna Schwantes. Annabelle Schwartz. Summer Shaw. James Shervin. Sam Siggett. Brendan Simmons. Olivia Sina. Peyton Skaggs. Gavin Smith. Bella Smithback. Joey Snow. Mia Soderman. Sebastian Sumpanpakti. Emma Spink. Brianna Stuffile. Madeline Stebbins. Kylie Stefanchek. Dylan Stickelstad. Kay Sullivan. Sean Sutter. Flinch Swenson. Ian Swenson. Natalie Swenson. Brianna Tate. Emma Taylor. Tanner Turvort. Brock Thompson. Kentira Thongkong. Kate Thorne. Colin Timmerman. Nathan Tofty. Ian Torgerson. Courtney Tosto. Chase Venden. Sri Ventra Pragada. Jack Vogel. Kai Vandra. Livy Vandra. Pavel Vorontsiv. Jalen Voltaggio. Benjamin Wagner. Taylor Wagner. William Waldvogel. Bryn Wanabo. James Wanta. Cash Weaver Larson. Ava Wink. Jacqueline Welp. Colton Wentz. Cameron White. Ethan Wilcox. Candy Whaley. Isaiah Williams. Aurelia Wolchensky. Winter Wokosh. Gabriella Yurden. Chloe Zagrodnik. Dawson Zanto. Kiera Zimmerman. Trey Zurowick. Nathan Zweig.
As the superintendent of schools, I have the privilege to ask Student Council President Olivia Olson, Vice President Caroline Caney, and senior class representatives Ava Wink and Livy Vondra to the podium for a few final words to their class for the changing of the tassel.
Hello, fellow graduates, friends, and family. My name is Olivia, and I'm the Student Council President.
And my name is Caroline, and I'm the Student Council Vice President.
Serving this school on Student Council for the last 4 years has shown us what a remarkable place Oregon is. Every year, whether it's for homecoming, fundraisers, or helping a friend in need, the students in this school and community consistently show up for each other, and we're so lucky to have spent so much of our lives as a part of this community.
Regardless of the challenges we may face as we go our separate ways, being on Student Council has taught us that there will always be somebody in this community who has your back. We would like to say thank you to our Student Council advisors, Ms. Patricia Greiner and Mr. Chris Wigman, for their guidance and all of the contributions they have made to the school through Student Council.
And thank you to all who have served on Student Council in your time at OHS. Your work, whether it be for a volunteer project or for homecoming, has made this school a much better place.
And ultimately, we would like to thank the Oregon School District, the community of Oregon, and our fellow graduates for fostering such a special place where we can grow as individuals and learn how to give back to the world after we leave the school.
And now we'd like to hand it over to our senior class representatives.
Hello everyone, my name is Ava. And my name is Livy. And we're your Student Council senior class representatives. They always told us high school would be over before we knew it. We didn't believe them then, but standing here now, it's hard to believe how quickly these past 4 years became a lifetime of memories.
Somehow, the days that once felt so ordinary became the moments we'll remember forever. The early mornings, late night study sessions, packed hallways, and senioritis epidemic brought us to this day.
We've celebrated successes, learned from setbacks, grown through challenges, and created memories that will carry with us long after we leave these halls.
And now, after every lesson, every friendship, and every nostalgic moment, we've reached this milestone. Today isn't just the end of high school, it's the beginning of new dreams, new adventures, and new opportunities.
So before we move forward, let's take a moment to appreciate how far we've come and everyone who has helped us get here.
Here's to the memories we've made and the future ahead. Class of 2026, please join us in the turning of our tassels from right to left.